What's up, Taurus? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy to have all my Taurus friends here with me today. Thanks for joining me. We are going to do a fun little tarot spread for you, all about career and finances and money. Do keep in mind these messages are general. Not everything I say is going to resonate with everyone out there. Please only take away messages that seem to resonate with your circumstance or scenario. Messages that you feel are for your best and highest good, take it and run with it. Never force anything to fit. If something isn't serving you, you can release it, right? There are so many fantastic tarot readers on YouTube. Don't limit yourself to one. Everything you're going to want to know about this video will be in the description box below, including the decks I am using, as well as my social media channels. Check those out. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Other than that, feel free to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs if you would like additional messages, if you are seeking more clarity. We'll see what we can get for Taurus in career and finances. For Taurus, check out your love readings, your September monthlies, and videos of the past, right? I don't really do date-specific reads. It's just not how I operate here. So lots of videos on my channel might just resonate for you, Taurus. Check them out if you are so inclined. All right, so your energy regarding career and finances, 6 of water. All right, 6 of cups. Nostalgia, a longing for the past. Instantly, I'm getting things used to be so good. Something about I used to love how this team worked together. I used to love my job description. I used to love the responsibilities I had. I used to love the leadership or whatever you possessed. I'm getting it's dwindling. It's fading. Your excitement, because cups are love, your emotions. You're longing for something or potentially someone in the past. Maybe you had a really great boss or a really great mentor and they've since moved on. I mean, that could be leaving the company. Interestingly enough, for some of you, that could mean that they've literally passed on, right? If you know, you lost them in this dimension, I'll say. But they're watching over you if that's the case. Their spirit is still alive and surrounding you. For a lot of you, I'm getting that you were like ushered into some sort of career endeavor that one person in particular kind of showed you the light, showed you the way. And it's not necessarily saying that for all of you that person is no longer in existence, right? And especially in this realm, I mean, specifically. But yeah, there's a longing or a missing of something. It's being clarified by, yeah, the Knight of Cups. It's funny, I almost just saw this as the King of Cups. So it's the Knight of Cups. Heavy water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So that may have been someone you're dealing with. You may have strong water in your chart, but more than anything, it's like double confirmation that there was a lot of love surrounding this relationship, or for a lot of you, it is a relationship. Or again, specifically something that you used to have in the past in your job, in your work environment that you feel like is lacking. There could have been something, there could have been like some sort of like puppy love almost. It could, and even if it's not romantic, it could be like missing your best friend. Both of these cards, there's 2 people and there's this very like sweet, sentimental, almost like bashful, embarrassed. I'm getting like Jim and Pam vibes heavily from The Office if you watch that show. So yeah, I don't know if some of you are no longer working with like your coworker, your counterpart, your co-pilot. I just heard Maverick and Goose. That could have been like nicknames you guys called each other. Maybe you were like the dynamic duo. I don't know, you set the bar high for like sales records of the company. You guys had it together. So what's interesting is this is supposed to be just your energy, but it's being dominated by somebody else, because I think there's so much in your headspace. Again, particularly a water sign. Now, cups and career spreads I can also see as financial energy, financial abundance, the idea of things flowing. Money is an energy, right? Cash flow, we hear, right? Currency, you know. Yeah, I'm just getting like a longing to go back to the past when things were maybe, I don't know if it was easier or simpler or you just got along better with the team. But yeah, there's a bit of kind of being trapped in the past of this like dreamy, romantic, what used to be, you know, yesteryear, if you will. Interesting. All right. So let's see what's up with your challenge or focus in the coming weeks, the coming months, however it resonates. The Six of Earth, the Six of Pentacles. All right. So getting back to maybe some sort of, I mean, it is the card of reciprocity. So restoring your own balance, restoring your own bank account. Maybe you've been giving a lot of energy and not receiving enough in your paycheck, or you know, it could go vice versa. But yeah, a balancing of the scales. And this is one of your cards, Tauruses, I believe. I hope, yeah, this is a Taurus card. Let's see what it's clarifying. You have two clarifiers. Judgment, okay. And the Ace of Cups. All right, interesting. So for those who are missing this person and maybe they've moved on from your work dynamic, if it's still in the realm of possibility that they could return, that could be because you're getting the Judgment card with the Ace of Cups. The Judgment is a recalling of the past before you close out a cycle. It's going back to basically tie up loose ends on something that needs to be dealt with before you can move on to a new cycle, before you can move on to a new endeavor. Yeah, I'm just getting that there's like unfinished business with this person. And because cups can be spirituality, I don't know why this is coming up so strongly, but for those who had a mentor that passed on, I don't know, something about maybe in your dreams with this heavy Piscean energy, or I don't know, you want to say like a vision or something where you are visited by a presence or an energy, or even as something as simple as feeling like you're being guided in a certain direction to go with your business endeavor, to go with whatever. And I mean, hey, for some of you, this could be a parent, this could be a grandparent, this could be a skill you learned as a child that, you know, your grandfather taught to you, and then later down the road, you decided to go into business. And it's something about, if that's the case, interesting, you are frustrated because you never got to tell them that you are you know, using that skill they taught you, or even something about the tool they handed down to you. Like, this is so random, but like if you're working construction, you still have whatever, the hammer that your grandfather gave to you when you built your first, I don't know, model ship or birdhouse or whatever. There's something about the passing on of like family objects or a person. And yeah, like that nostalgia factor, that warm feeling of love and good energy when we look back on the past and our shared memories, our fondness of this person. It could be a Gemini specifically. I am getting kind of masculine energy, a male Gemini. It doesn't have to be. Or potentially a Scorpio. And I mean, I'm reading this as career, so for some of you it might be a love reading, but some opportunity comes about where you're able to communicate with them, or again, for those whose person is still alive and well and you know, in the workforce, if you will, an opportunity may come around to work again with them, or maybe hire them as some sort of contractor, or what else would this be? Or even receive some kind of message from them. Now, this is, interestingly enough, coming up as the challenge or focus. Let's throw one of these clarifiers on it. I'm just getting like a rebirth of an old love, and that doesn't have to be a romantic love, but something comes around again. Something that maybe you thought was a closed door opens up again. This could have to do with a job opportunity in the past that you thought you missed out on. Maybe you went for the interview and you didn't get it. Something about it may come back around. The idea of reciprocity, you put your time, your effort into whatever, building this resume, applying to this job, going on the interviews, and maybe you felt like it was a dead end. This could be like something is turning in your favor. Something about you get your chance to sip at the cup, which is kind of like just a funny metaphor, but community. All right, so joining of a group that you were really excited to be a part of. Again, something about family legacy with this card. If you look at the depiction, it feels very like old-timey ancestry. Again, something about the tools. It could be physical tools, as I was saying, a hammer, or I don't know, a paintbrush, or it's something that you could use throughout the years. It's something that would stand the test of time, something that could be passed down at least for a couple generations. It could be literally that skill, or it could be something about like a literal object that's coming full circle here, that's being used again. And I'm just getting like the ancestors would be happy about it, or you know, your mentor, the person who is guiding you down this path is it would bring them great joy and like an overspill or overpouring of emotions in a good way, happy emotions, to see that you're actually putting this skill to use. You have, something about a balancing out of the scale. Something that was not in balance before, something that was out of whack, something that, again, you felt like missed you, a missed opportunity. There's a second coming. There's a second coming around, a rebirth of sorts. So why is that your challenge, though, I'm wondering? I'm going to throw one more card on this. Why is this coming up as the challenge? Is it just an awareness that it's coming around? 3 and 9 is... Okay, so the Hanged Man, maybe it's waiting. This is card number 39. The 3 and the 9 come to a 12. 12 is the card of the Hangman. So yeah, maybe it's waiting for this second opportunity to come to you. Why is this coming up as the challenge or focus for Taurus? Why is this coming up as the challenge or focus for Taurus? The 6 of Fire. So this is the card of celebrations for your accomplishments, feeling great pride, feeling triumphant, feeling proud of all that you've accomplished. Frequently it's a card where there's this idea of people are surrounding you and looking up to you and feeling as though you are a trailblazer leading the charge. They're looking up to you with great... It can sometimes be envy. I just heard envy, but respect, really. There's dignity. Holding your head high. It's Leo energy. Very proud, right? King of the jungle. Okay, interesting. This has to do with carrying the torch. The idea of taking, again, the object or the skill that was passed down to you and carrying the torch. Continuing the race, possibly without this person. Some of you may have lost a person. Again, your dynamic duo, somebody that you worked with very closely, and now it's up to you. I'm almost getting your challenge is this is work that is probably going to be done yourself, with maybe their the advice and guidance that they gave to you. Now I'm just getting it's all you, Taurus. So in terms of like something that comes around again, it could be an opportunity that you missed out on, or meeting up with this person again, maybe for like a coffee or some sort of social activity. But I don't necessarily see it coming back as that Maverick and Goose dynamic. I think you've been set down a different path, and this person has been set down their different path, and now it's like, yeah, you're carrying the torch, you're representing the team now, you're off on your own. And so maybe there's a lack of confidence there that you can do it, or there's just a little bit of fear or intimidation. Interesting, because yeah, I mean, with community, there's a lot of eyes on you. It's a group dynamic for sure with the 6 of Wands. So what is the help available to you, Taurus? The 10 of Air. Okay, interesting. I like seeing the 10 of Air in some circumstances because it is the completion of a cycle. And the fact that Judgment came up, it's indicating to me that, again, something is being wrapped up and setting you off in a new direction. We go from Judgment to the World, which is the last card in the Major Arcana. Oh, sorry, guys. I got to pause you real quick. 1 second. Sorry, Taurus. I had a knock on my door there. So I was saying, I do sometimes like seeing the 10 of Swords because in an optimistic... I mean, it's grim looking, right? Let's be honest. But in an optimistic viewing, it is the completion of a cycle, right? We go from Judgment to the World, and then something new comes about. It's Fool energy, which, interestingly enough, that is the bottom of your deck. And again, so much of what I'm getting from this is you're off on your own now. And maybe that's really scary. It's like you've cut the cord, right? That expression. You're no longer under the guidance or mentorship of someone very significant in your life. And I hate to sound cheesy when I say this, but I do keep hearing with the Six of Cups and just how lovely and innocent this relationship looks. There's such warm, like comforting vibes. This person will always be with you, right? In spirit, right? In the way you, I'm even getting like in the way you pitch your product, in the way you do this, in the technique you use, or the order in which you build it's something you learned from them. It's this either values or ethics or some sort of standards, or the way you uphold yourself in business. It's always going to be a callback to them. That could be what this Judgment card is talking about. What is this that's coming through here? There's an expression I'm looking for. They are the standard by which you measure everything you do, how you conduct yourself, how you conduct your business. But what this is saying, and bear with me here, it's the end of the story for you two together. It's with swords, there is this kind of underlying tone of severing. And I don't think it ended poorly for most of you, because again, I am getting very heavy nostalgia vibes with this Pisces Knight of Cups. He's the hopeless romantic, the dreamer, almost this like naiveness of your childhood best friend, like we'll be bestest friends forever. Something like maybe you two are going off to college and going your own ways, right? There's something about you'll always love each other and carry each other's spirit with you, but I'm just getting in the career field and career endeavors right now, there's a closing out of a cycle. And swords can also stand for communication. So yeah, you won't have that person by your side to have them walk you through every little step, every little detail. I'm just getting you're off on your own. It's being clarified by, yeah, the Queen of Swords. And look, there are those scissors. And look, she's cutting the rose, right? There's something very beautiful, but it can't last forever here. When you cut a rose, it's going to look beautiful on your table, on your mantle, on this or that, but it's going to wilt eventually. And that's sort of what I'm getting. It was this fresh, young, fun, adventurous Maverick Goose dynamic you guys may have had, but it's something about planting new soil, planting new seeds. There's new things to be grown, and yeah, it's completion of a cycle, I think, with another person. I mean, it could potentially be with a Libra, but more so this represents you, so I'm thinking maybe some of my Tauruses who are resonating with this, you may have strong Libra in your chart. But look, I mean, this card is silly, but both these people look happy, right? No one's crying, no one's sobbing. Sometimes the depiction of the Queen of Swords can be quite grim. It doesn't always have to be, but I'm just getting, for most of you, it's a mutual ending, but okay, and this is important, for you, there is some pain. There is a little bit of sorrow or disappointment or feeling like you aren't quite ready to go off on your own yet. But you know, if spirit is guiding you, whatever you believe in, God, universe, it is time. It's time for you to go off on your own. And this is coming up as the help available to you. Closing out old cycles, right? Closing out old cycles. And using, with the Queen of Swords, the knowledge, the wisdom, the guidance that you have, right? To move forward and kind of kick ass on your own, right? It's very empowering with the Queen of Swords. Like, she's got it on lock. She's got it handled. She can do business on her own. She's the queen of figures, of facts, of data, of analysis, of intellect. So for those who are feeling like you need that person to lean on by your side, you don't. She's got it. She's extremely independent. And good with words, too, for those who are involved in sales pitches, having to sell yourself, sell your product, even something to do with communication. If you're, I don't know, a musician or a vocalist, or, I don't know, someone who gives speeches for a living, or, I don't know, a life coach just came through. Skills. There's heavy skills in her communication. Yeah, that's something that is quite easy and effortless for her. So what is your advice or guidance? We have the Ace of Fire. All right. Yeah, another ace, a brand new beginning. You have an Ace of Cups. Something about filling your own cup, self-love. Again, going off on your own. something again, this speaks to me about their energy is always with you. They're always backing you up and supporting you, even if you're not together. What is that quote I like? I just put it on my Instagram. It's something about, what is it? Good friends are like stars. Even though you can't always see them, they're always there. That's what this reminds me of. So Ace of Fire, I like this. It's fire in the hand. Like you're on fire. It's money. It's heat. It's passion. You're putting your heart and soul and your efforts into this. Keep doing it. Keep, for some of you, this might be travel with the Ace of Wands. Keep traveling. Keep pursuing your dreams. Keep working at it, right? Underlying energy is the Six of Swords. Moving on. Yeah, movement and travel. A lot of you may be traveling salesmen. It's interesting that I'm getting that. But with the Fool, again, brand new beginnings. You're closing out old cycles. And and there is this rose-tinted glasses of it was so much better when this person was around. You need to make sure you're giving yourself... give yourself enough credit that you're capable enough to go out and do this on your own, because I think, Taurus, you are. Two new aces, there's magic to be made here. These are two of the tools that the magician possesses, right? He has all the tools on his table. It's up to him to create it now. I'm just getting the power rests with you. Bottom of your deck is the Chariot. This deck is so funny, Housewife Tarot. So again, it's a car, traveling salesman, and even if it's not literal travel, for a lot of you, it is selling some sort of product or merchandise to many people. So your product may be traveling in terms of getting a lot of views, getting a lot of hits over the internet. Some of you, again, are traveling to make speeches or even give concerts, perform some sort of... even like acts of entertainment, comedy, acting, stage work, singing. There's fear of performance in front of a group. And maybe that has to do with, meeting your sales numbers and being embarrassed at the conference room at the office. But for a lot of you, it's more creative work with a lot of cup energy. And this one, this Ace of Wands, it feels very creative. And even with the snake, something about a snake and when it's coiled up, circles around and around, like completion of cycles. You're not getting anywhere by just, by doing the same thing over and over. Like it's time to break away. It's time to cut a new path. It's time to complete the cycle and then like start a new one. I'm almost getting like figure eights, the way like a snake moves, but also I think it has to do with the crown of the magician, as well as the crown that the card of strength, that angel who's beside the lion, she wears that infinity crown. So maybe some of you have strong Leo in your chart, but yeah, this is about standing strong on your own, Taurus. Look, Hermit. Oh, and there's the strength card, what we were just saying. Different depictions of it, of course, in this deck, but again, the Hermit is solo energy. It's soul searching. It's one. It's solo. It's father time. It's the idea of something about father time, again, ancestral spirits, or again, something a very wise mentor would have passed on to you, generations, the skills, the tools that have been passed down. Yeah, Knight of Wands, now you're going after it. I'm just getting, this is where the fun begins, Taurus. Don't be afraid. Yes, you're off on your own and it's scary, but the Knight of Wands is all about the adventure. He's Indiana Jones. You got this, Taurus. All right, that's what I got for you. Let me know in the comments below if this resonated, Taurus. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.